Previously, in the GodBreaking, our party of adventurers engaged in heated combat with their long-hated foe, Clovis Stoneshoe himself, a halfling male who happens to be in the employ of one Asmodeus, red god of hell. Clovis was the one who, I guess for you guys, it's probably a couple years ago now. I figure the timeline, you guys have been adventuring for a while now. I'm guessing it's closing in 2 years. A couple years ago, actually, and you were dead for 3, so about 5 years ago, betrayed your group and killed you all with his own daggers. Or, anyway, Deimos and Euphemia were the only ones who were there. And has been an instrument of chaos and anarchy and disruption in the realm of Tandesh ever since. You guys fought him at the top of the Silver Spire, engaged in heated combat with him and his spinning warglaives, and after a long heated battle in which one event was that Deimos hurled himself off the top of the spire and died a horrible death at the bottom, only to awaken his legacy weapon's second tier and come back heroically even. You guys managed to overcome Clovis's physical form. At which point, he screams out in anger and in rage. He cried out that no one had ever done this before, and he pulled you all down to his own personal realm, which is a certain level in the abyss. You guys find yourself in a completely black, dank, enclosed area. All of, what is this, 10 by 10? 10 squares by 10 squares, so 50 feet by 50 feet. The ceiling, you're not sure how high it is, but it smells like you're underground. There's a smell of sulfur in the air. The air is humid and damp. But along with the sulfur, there's like the smell of like rotting flesh, and you hear sounds of scraping and clattering and dripping all around you. It is dark, the darkest dark you've ever seen, and you guys have been underground before. And this is a darkness that is not just the absence of light. You get the sense that it is heavily magical. While that was happening, you guys did manage to get a glimpse of Clovis's true form, with one glowing red eye. This kind of snarling, fanged, deformed creature just slinks off into the darkness, and you lose sight of him. Okay. Any questions or comments? Real quick.
Nope.
All right.
What?
Should we roll initiative?
We will be rolling initiative. What's Amos?
I was thinking, what persuasion check would it take for him to join our side? Is that good? Good, sweet, got him.
How about we do a contested check, where if he wins persuasion, you join his side.
Oh shoot!
Oof.
Okay, everybody. As Clovis slinks off into the darkness, you hear him in his now gravelly, tooth-like fanged voice. You hear him snarl, "What you will face here is worse than anything you could ever have dreamed of. I'm going to tear you to pieces and leave your still living limbs and body parts scattered on my floor to suffer for eternity." Roll
Felborn
initiative.
birches in his direction.
Roll initiative.
I still belch in his direction.
I'm gonna roll initiative for him.
Hi, John. Rolled a 6, like for his in it.
This
Yes? What?
this is still part of the last combat, right? Like magical buffs from the last.
Yeah, this is just a few
going?
seconds later.
Okay.
Alright, so everyone is in. I'm sorry you guys all rolled so low.
We're all so exhausted.
Alright, so the way it works down here is this is complete darkness. If your character has Devil's Sight, like Feldorn, you can see him. If your character has Dark Vision, alright, you get a general sense of where he is just by tracking the faint glow of his red eye. And you can roll attacks on him at disadvantage. If your character does not have Dark Vision, you have to guess where he is. And based on your guess, if you guess correctly, you can attack with disadvantage. If you can't see him, if you guess incorrectly, you miss. All right.
So Deimos is kind of screwed at this point. Okay, good
What
to
are you
know.
talking about?
You guys,
Can we,
Great.
yes.
Can the people with dark vision and so forth see other our own party members?
You can see. Feldorn can see the party members. The rest of you can see your party members if they're within 5 feet of you, and that's just faint outlines, like you could barely recognize them. Okay.
So Feldorn's gonna be like the traffic controller.
Yeah, I mean you can call out to each other and stuff. So for example, Euphemia, you cannot see Feldorn. The only one you can see right now is Albric.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Feldorn's probably gonna be telling everyone how to move.
Okay.
He's the dance instructor.
Yep. Now there's all kinds of fun effects here, and to be fair, since Clovis
Fair.
or
Fair.
Colvelix is a creature of chaos, I will not be choosing who to attack. The dice will choose who to attack. All right.
Ooh.
So you guys see yourself. Do you guys see yourself? Your icons on the top left, the same order I see you. Is it Renly, Feldorn, Elwyn, Euphemia, Deimos, Albric?
In the combat.
On the top left,
Thing?
your icons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
So every turn he attacks, he's gonna be rolling a d6, and that's the person he attacks. Okay, left to right, one through 6. Here we go.
I think the Hydron is also there, so maybe a 1d7. Is that a option?
Sure. All right. I'll include Hydron as a d7. He'll be number 7. All right.
Cool, cool.
So Clovis did win the initiative roll, so I'll reveal him for now. So you hear him snarl and taunt at you. I need to make this a macro. How do I make this a macro? There we go. Okay. Wait, is that how it works? Okay,
No.
yeah. So that was a.
Oh.
I'm just testing this. Okay, so that does work. So he rolled a 7 for his first attack. Alright, so Hydron has blind sense. So he does approach Hydron. As he comes up to him, he is going to slash out. None of you can see this, but Renly, you hear and you kind of feel in the weak kind of telepathic bond you have with your creature that Hydron is being attacked and shredded.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's attack number 1.
Alrighty.
Okay, he is going to move away from Hydron since Hydron can see him. Hydron can attack with attack of opportunity.
Oh, Hydron will do, let's see. So it can do a melee attack, right? So
Yes.
that would be the deluge blow.
Correct.
So let's do that.
That will hit.
Alrighty, and I'm not sure. I think I targeted him with Hydron.
Let me make sure it is. Okay. Smashes
Yeah,
into him.
it is targeted. Oh, maybe I'm using the
I fixed it. I did it.
wrong. Okay, sure. And let me do that, and here we go.
Okay.
And he's pushed 10 feet away, so he's right there but prone.
Yeah. He's gonna stand up and still have enough movement to get to Euphemia.
Wait, does he come past me where I can get an attack of
He does not.
opportunity?
He's every bit as fast as his halfling form up on the surface.
Okay.
Except he's scampering. You see him. So Feldon, you see him on all fours. This like small. He's a little bit more frail and bony, but with jagged bones protruding and this black strips of leather that's all around him. His flowing, scraggy white hair. He's crawling along the walls, and he just like leaps onto a rock face, jumps to a stalactite, and lands down next to Euphemia.
So out of curiosity, does this thing still have my Hexblade's curse on it?
Is it bonus action to apply it?
Yeah, remember I had applied it originally on Clovis, or did he lose it when he changed forms?
It would have disappeared.
Okay.
Okay. He's going to drop down next to you, Euphemia, and he's going to attack you. Why does he have disadvantage? Oh, because you proned him. Okay, let me take that off. Probably fortunate. I won't count that natural 20.
God.
Alright. So Euphemia, you get to be the first recipient of this. So he's going to attack you, and you feel him just come up, like, drop down behind you and landing on your shoulders, this form, and you feel his claws just, like, raking all across your body, screaming. You can feel him shredding your skin and your flesh as he's just tearing at you. I need you, first of all, to make a wisdom saving throw. Okay, so you take 1 point of exhaustion for the psychic damage. And now I need you to roll a d20. And actually, can you guys see this? If I share that?
Yep.
All right, can you roll actually
Oh
on the
my
chart?
God.
If you click on the chart, the roll button.
Probably could by re-roll.
I know, yeah. I'm just curious if you can do it because I'm going to take the 16. But can you guys click on that thing and does it? Yeah. Okay. Good. So we'll be doing this from now on. Every time he hits somebody. So you got a 16. So you got a festering wound. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 1 every 24 hours. That the wound persists. If hit point drops to 0, you die. The wound heals. You receive magical healing. Okay. All right. So Euphemia, you have a festering wound. All right. So he rips into your skin, and you can feel that his claws are definitely not hygienic. So there's all sorts of like crap and gunk and infection just like pouring through your system right now. Right, as these huge gashes in your neck and in your face and in your shoulder are beginning to stream blood. He is going to back away, and using the last of his movement, run off. You can have an attack of opportunity with disadvantage on him.
Me?
Yes.
So I still have my song up. So I'm gonna take advantage.
If you have your song up, then you
Unless
need
which-
to roll a concentration check to see if you hit your concentration.
Oh yeah. Well, 77.
Yeah,
I would have to roll a 50. No, I don't know. Whatever.
30 something.
So a 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, this is a serious attack.
Yeah, DC 30
What is my con?
would be.
It's a con, right?
Yeah,
Or-
Constitution
Mhm.
save.
Yeah. So it's a +2. So. Oh yes.
I love
If
the
I-
name of the
natural
attack
20?
too.
Does natural? Fuck it.
Okay. Yeah, natural 20, I'd give it to you. But no, so your concentration breaks.
Well, fuck. Okay. So disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Don't automatically do it, right? Natural 20.
You miss.
Fuck.
Alright. So he dashes off into the distance, and you guys lose sight of him. Feldorn, you can tell where he is. Feldorn, it is your turn at initiative 22.
Do I still? Oh, I don't have him targeted because you made him invisible.
Here, I'll make you. There. He's gonna move periodically. It's part of his legendary actions. He can move. So.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to fairy fire the fuck out of him. Son of a bitch.
Okay.
Literally has to roll. He can't. I can't even make him succeed.
You need a
Or
natural
fail.
Yeah,
one.
no, his deck
Yeah.
save is ridiculous.
Not even when a nat 1 because my DC is 20.
I would count it as a fail.
Well,
But he also has. You guys haven't made him use any of his legendary resistances yet either.
Mm.
No, we just threw everything we had at him.
Yeah, because we
Um,
didn't have. I didn't have any spells to cast at him.
and I'm gonna throw my rapier at him and fucking let it go shit crazy on his ass. So my rapier doesn't have disadvantage, right?
Correct.
Yep. Would a 15 have hit? Actually, let me just reroll
15.
it. Yeah, let me reroll it because it shouldn't have
Oh,
disadvantage.
you mean, I think it'd be a 30.
The 30 would have hit.
I rerolled
There
it
you go.
anyways.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. I don't have anything else I can do.
Okay. At initiative 20, which is right after you, his lair effect kicks in. As all of a sudden you guys feel the ground beneath you begin to move, and like these things start to crawl up your legs. This is called Grasping Terror. All of you guys. Make a dexterity saving throw. Albric, you dropped to 13. You would have failed anyway. Either of your rolls. Euphemia succeeded. Everyone else failed. Okay. What happens is these spectral claws and hands start to grow up out of the ground, and they start grabbing at your legs, and they start growing up, wrapping around your thighs and your knees and that kind of thing. And then you guys can feel the cold touch of them all as necrotic damage goes out to all of you. You guys are now. Let me just double check this ability. Restrained, and on your turn you can make a check to try to break the restraint.
I'm not right.
You are not. Euphemia, your turn.
Potions do I have? That wound, does it go away if I drink a potion? You said something about magically then?
A potion would cure it, yes.
Hold on,
Okay.
Euphemia, that wound, the only thing that it's causing is you to let hit points every 24 hours.
Yeah, but he still took about 70% of my hit points away.
Well,
If I get hit again, I'm dead.
yeah, I just was letting you know
I
that
need a
it's not.
potion.
Yeah. If you're doing it just because of the wound, I would not recommend.
Oh no, I'm doing it because I want health.
Then that's fine.
I'm gonna drink a... I have a greater.
Okay.
One greater, so I'm gonna drink that, so it's a 44 plus 4.
Okay. As you do that, your festering wound closes up and the infection leaves
44
your body.
plus 4. 5, 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay. So I get 14 health back.
So if you guys read this lingering injuries chart, it's crazy fun.
I
Yeah,
noticed.
it looks pretty cool.
basically, if you guys roll under 10, it's getting pretty gnarly.
Okay, I can't do the thing anymore.
So 14. Here, let me take that off you. Okay.
Then I'll sing my song for the my sword song.
Okay.
Give everyone advantage, which is basically just hopefully people will be able to hit.
Okay.
Or
Everyone
should I
here
do,
has
should I
advantage on
do
one
my
attack.
healing song or my sword song? What does everyone think? I can basically do a small heal like every turn.
What do you guys want?
Honestly, those both would be good. So totally up to you.
I can only do one or the other. The
Yeah.
soothing pain does 1d4 plus 1.
1d4 plus 1 heal, so that's like 3 hit
Oh
points.
wait. No, yeah. 1d4 plus 1.
Then the sword song, because that D4 plus 1 is not worth. So there's no way healing 5
It
hit
gets
points
better.
in return. It gets
It gets
better.
better at less levels. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty low right now.
Yeah. So
But
not
okay,
like
I'll
that.
do the blade song then.
Yeah, this one.
Okay. So everyone has 1 advantage on 1 attack every turn, as long as she has
Which
concentration.
basically comes down to removing disadvantage.
Yep. Okay. Anything else?
And I'm going to move here.
Okay. Now you can see. Oh, Deimos is there, and so is Feldorn. All right.
Alright.
Alrighty,
Nice.
for my turn, I'm gonna try to break out of these vines, spectral vine thingies, and try to fly up.
Okay. I need a strength or a dexterity check.
Dang.
I know.
You're unable to break away. The 20 would have done it.
Okay. That would be about it for me.
No actions?
That is my action.
I'll include that as part of your movement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for my action, I will Thorn Whip, what's his face?
Do you have night vision or dark vision?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so disadvantage.
So, disadvantage. I think... Oh yeah, I'll just put it on. Miss completely and done.
Okay. Albrook.
So, we're restrained? Or,
Yes. But you have 0 movement anyway.
Yeah, so, matter. But I can still take actions while restrained. I'm gonna wait for him to come close enough to hit. I do have dark vision, so
Okay, good to know.
I can see when he's close.
All right.
Does the flames from my sword provide any sort of light or no?
In normal darkness, it would. Here, it just gets sucked away, and you feel the heat, but you can't see the flame.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I'll just wait for him to come close.
You guys are in the
Step,
abyss.
step.
You're on some level, some pocket corner of the abyss right now. I don't think you've ever been down here before. All right. Hydron's turn.
Alright, Hydron is going to just flood the field thingy, so 15 foot wide, 100 foot long line. So he's putting it towards Clovis, and let's see, I'm assuming he's going to legendary save out of it
Let's see.
if he fails this, but it's not actually. Why is it not rolling? Okay, that's not rolling.
That's weird. He's targeted. Here, wait, hold on a second. Here, close your Hydron character sheet.
Yeah, let me close these in case maybe I closed the wrong one.
Yeah, here's the right one.
Awesome. And let's do this. There we go! Yes, I closed the wrong one. Sorry.
Okay, so he
He
fails.
saves. Okay, he doesn't save? Okay. And I'm just going to do this. And he is restrained for 1 round.
Okay, so
And-
you blast him, and Hydron just spins around and just shoots a stream of water. You guys hear this torrent, like a fire hose, blast off in the corner, and it knocks him off the wall and is pinning him down to at the base of the wall over here. If you can see it, those of you with dark vision can see the the red flicker of his eye just kind of sink down there.
And that's about it for Hydron, but Hydron is grappled as well. So that
Okay. Deimos, your turn.
So, Deimos has his
Lucky
shieldy
son
thing.
of a bitch. All right.
Oh shit, that was a good roll. I changed all my dice to white, so I can't actually see what they roll until it shows up on the screen.
All right. So you can do that in hit points, or you can do that in spell slots.
I will do spell slots. I'm going to give myself 5. Then I'll give Elwyn 4.
Okay. Okay, Deimos, you get a level 5 spell slot back, and Elwyn, you get a level 4 spell slot back.
Okay.
All right, and then that was my bonus action, I believe.
No, it's not your bonus. That just is ongoing. It comes from
Okay.
your shield. It's a bonus action to activate, but it's ongoing from your shield for 5 more
Okay.
rounds. And
then
the note is that it persists even if you are unconscious.
oh, that's legit as shit. With my I got back. I'm gonna slap Elric with a what's it called? Greater
Greater
Restoration.
Restoration. Yay!
I'll be like, get the fuck up. And then bonus action, I don't really have anything to do, so I'm gonna kind of stand there defensively.
Okay, Albrecht, you are down to exhaustion 4. Very good.
Why does it say we're frightened?
Some of you guys lost or did not make the save. Oh, on your turn, Albrecht, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. Because at the end of last session, he frightened you guys.
That's right, I remember.
Yep, you fail. It only lasts, what, I think I wrote 2 turns, 3 turns maybe.
Okay.
Between your turn, Deimos, he is going to use his legendary action.
Whew.
Failures, failures. Everyone fails.
Mine should be rolled with just regularly, not with this.
Yeah, both of your
Did I
rolls would have
roll?
failed. Oh, Euphemia did not roll. Go ahead and make a wisdom save, a dexterity saving throw, Euphemia. Oh, so close. You just barely fail. He even under this torrent of water, these magical spectral blades fly out from around him, and you all take slashing damage as they spiral out from
Blah 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 blah.
All right, Owen, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna drop concentration on. Was it the protection spell?
Mm-hmm.
And I will cast. I will use my 4th level spell slot to cast Enduring Missiles. And I will step back behind Deimos and send my missiles towards.
Okay.
Whoa. Hold on. Oh shit. Hold on, wrong one. I did Dimension Door instead of the missiles. Sorry.
Dimension door. Oh, it has damage to it. Alright, hold on a second. 15,
Yeah.
11.
That'd be a funny spell.
Okay. He's gonna heal
Yeah,
for
because
11.
Dimension Door is like right on top of my Enduring Missiles, and I just clicked the wrong one.
I'm like, Dimension door does damage.
Did you give him back the
Yeah,
help?
if you miscast it or whatever.
Yeah, I fix it.
That you son of a bitch.
Okay. It is his initiative now. Here comes the D6 or the D7 die of death. 3. Elwyn.
Technically, he's prone and restrained.
Yeah, until Hydron's turn.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Okay. Okay, he's gonna use his action to stand up, but he cannot move anywhere. Shit, I didn't give any range attacks. Alright. he's going to use his... Okay, right, his bonus action here. He's going to use his bonus action to Misty Step. Or the equivalent of Misty Step. Next to you, Elwin.
Just gonna go ahead and use my second level spell slot, my last one, to cast shield.
Alright. He hits pretty high. You might not want to burn it.
He has to get a low. He has to get nat 1 to miss us, dude.
Oh, he's still... Oh, yeah. He's still hit.
Oh, if he is restrained, he has 0 movement, so he can't actually get up, technically. But either way, it's fine.
He Misty Steps.
Well,
away.
he can get up after he Misty Steps.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes.
Yeah, he has Misty Step. Elwin. Here is your damages. Wait, why can I not click it? Oh, it won't let me click the damages.
I guess you can't do it then.
It literally will not let me click it here. I gotta go to his character sheet. Here we go. Oh.
Hey, at least I'm not exhausted.
Since you go unconscious, I'll say you don't have to make the wisdom saving throw. Alright. Oh. Elwin, roll on the lingering injuries chart. Alright, yeah. As he just teleports next to you, you feel the slashing and tearing at your at your side, basically. These powerful, multiple needle-like blows. They're just ripping and shredding at your side. You feel like this huge chunk of flesh basically ripped out of your side. As he savages, your side, and there's definitely your skin has been laid open. He's been tearing away at your internal organs and that kind of thing too. As you drop down to the ground unconscious, you have broken ribs, and you suffer all the effects of an internal injury. Except the save is DC 10. Alright. One more roll for him. Number 4. Half his move, or all of his movement left to get over here to Euphemia. Hit.
And I'm dead.
Roll on the lingering injuries chart.
And I'm dead?
Yes.
Okay.
Same thing. The same thing that happens to Elwin. He just tears at your back and cracks some of your ribs in the process. Feldorn, your turn.
Oh, goody goody gumdrops. Rapier moves over there. Feldorn will bonus action drop his Hexblade's Hex on him.
Okay. Okay, your blade comes out and slashes at him. You hear him snarl.
It's an action to remove the restraint, right?
No. It's part of your movement.
No, then I'm gonna move 1 step away and 1 step back to get rid of the restraint.
Okay. You want to take a opportunity attack from him?
1 step this way and 1 step back down is what I meant.
Okay. Alright. I was gonna say.
Yeah, no.
Alright, make
Feldorn's
the
not that dumb.
strength or stealth check. Or dexterity check. Your choice.
Oh, I'm not gonna move at all then.
Okay.
Nope. I guess I'm still restrained.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna say fucking and swing at him twice with my my sun sword. Damn, a 21 misses this dude?
Yes, it does. You don't have your bardic inspiration anymore still.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
Alright, you did have one advantage on one. Oh no, Euphemia's unconscious. Alright, Euphemia, death saving throw. Okay, you succeed. On initiative 20, his lair action, the little grasping dealios, will do their ongoing damage. Okay. It is now Renly's turn.
Alrighty, trying to break out of these vines. 14? I don't know.
Does not.
Okay. And at this point, Hydron is going to attack Clovis. He has 15 feet reach, so we'll try. Oh, hold on. What am I saying? Hydron does not act on my turn. My bad, sorry. Yeah, so me, for my attack, I'm just going to do the Thorn Whip and try and, like, get him off his feet. Let's see if that'll work. I know, I'm thinking ale.
It hits.
Alrighty, and that's about it then.
Okay. Mr. Alberic.
Who to revive? Who to revive?
Deimos.
Deimos, yeah.
What?
I'm gonna pour a potion down your throat, Deimos.
You can do something if you want. My shield's
I
actually gonna
literally
act.
have nothing else to do.
You can move.
I can't. Oh, I can move now. That's right. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I can move you. You're good now.
Oh, I gotta think about this for a second. Can I move? Like, just step over Euphemia's
Yes.
body? Without it taking up any extra movement?
Yes.
I'm still exhaustion 3, so I can't move 15 feet in straight lines.
Correct.
I'll just move to there then. And I'll make some attacks then.
Roll 'em, man.
Recklessly. I have to actually target him. Have him targeted.
One of your swings cuts through the air, and you're tired and exhausted, but you miss him. But the second one does manage to make contact.
And I get spiked armor.
Yes, you can.
Oh,
So close to 20.
max damage with the spike armor though. And I should have 8 more damage on him for that one attack he hit me a while ago. So
Yeah, go ahead and
Alright.
add it to him. Yeah.
I did something at
Good job.
starting this thing at exhaustion level 4. I'm proud of myself.
All right. Hydron's turn.
Alrighty, let's do this. Deluge blow, missing, I'm assuming 24. Let me do this. Alrighty. Does he choose to succeed? And he goes 10 feet away and done.
Yeah. So that's a melee attack. Hydron actually has to move to him.
Oh, I thought he had 15 feet. Oh, reach. Sorry, hold on.
Did I put that in there?
I'm now very confused. Hold on. Oh, crap,
I did
didn't
15
show
foot
us
range.
again.
1, 2, 3. Okay, you're good. He's got to move
Alright.
closer. Clovis is currently 20 feet away.
Oh,
You can move Hydron there.
There you go. Yeah.
alrighty.
All right. So you hit him.
Oh wait, hold on. Hydron is grappled, so let me make sure that he actually makes his save. Oh, it's Dex, right? Sorry. So that would be 7 plus 2, so 8. He would not have been able to move.
Hydron is flying. He doesn't actually walk. I'm gonna say that he's okay.
Alrighty, go.
Alright.
Holy shit, a water elemental that can fly. That's
Yeah, he
fucking
flies.
awesome.
He's a beefy water elemental.
He is. He's the only one who's doing damage for you guys. Alright, Deimos.
What am I, chopped liver?
Your turn. You with these high rolls, what is it? He's a 10, a 9, and an 8.
It's these hacks.
Alright.
I hacked this
So
game.
Deimos, you
It's
are
slowly
unconscious right
descending.
now. You're unconscious right now. But as your turn starts, I'll say your shield takes its effect before your actions actually come. So go ahead and do your thing.
So I guess I'm gonna do that for healing. Let's see, how many of us are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll give like everybody 50 hit points, and then 1, 2, 3, and then I'll give Euphemia, me, Elwyn get 100, and everyone else gets 50.
Go ahead and change your own hit points, guys.
Alrighty.
Okay. Anything else?
All right, so yeah, Deimos just like stands up. I'm guessing takes my movement and everything to get up and everything. Do I have any actions or bonus actions or anything?
Yeah, you have your action and bonus action.
All right, Deimos, I have those goggles which give me night vision. If he's straight in front of me, would I be able to swing at him?
Are you wearing them?
Oh, I would assume I would. If not, no. I don't.
Or are they attunement? If they're attunement, then you can't wear them. But if they're not,
Goggles
they're
of night?
not.
No.
No.
all right, you're good.
All right, so disadvantage, I believe, right?
It'll take your free action to put them on. There you go.
Okay.
You're disadvantaged, but he's prone, so you have straight.
You hit him.
I'm only doing like finger jabs, like in his eyes.
Okay.
Turn my bonus from one of the war priests. Turn my bonus action to another attack.
So describe how this is happening. So you see him there. He's knocked down into the ground by Hydron's blow.
I'm pretty much crawling on top of him, and I'm just remembering flashbacks of what he did to me, and I'm having a little bit too much. You see just the biggest smile on Deimos' face as I'm plucking away at his eyes. I'm trying to that red one, like the main thing I can only see is I'm just like that eye.
Okay.
Those are mine.
All right. You bust into him. All right. Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. His legendary action. Oops. Sorry. His legendary action. You guys make your dexterity saves. For slashing spiral damage. Okay. It is now Elwyn's turn.
Alright. Just from the ground, I'm gonna look over and I'm gonna say, eat this. I
You hit
only
Euphemia.
clicked it once, I swear.
1 second.
You had a bunch of other people.
Sorry, I
Yes, you
accidentally
targeted everyone
for
else.
you. Hold on. I'll let you roll it again. Hit. Barely. Okay.
And all I can do, let me just check to see if I don't have a bonus action. Yep.
Okay. For his turn, he is going to Misty Step himself away to someplace you guys cannot see. And then we're going to roll the d7. Number 1.
Right. I can't even see where he went.
Oh,
can see
you know
him.
what? I forgot to roll my the injury thing.
Hey, Euphemia, if you want to change your thing, you technically have 50 more hit points.
It's a DC 10, so you're
10.
good. Okay, Renly, he pops up right behind you.
I start screaming.
50 more for what, Demos?
I gave you 100, not 50.
Hit points, yeah, of healing. So, Renly, you hear behind you as this snarling, this foul-breathed creature is in your ear and says, "Now we were here just a little while ago. I never got to stick my blade into you. I'll fix that now." Oh, he's not prone anymore.
Oh, it doesn't matter. The 36 will definitely hit.
Here comes his daggers, or his claw attack. Wisdom saving throw from you. Oh, never mind.
I'm down. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You drop down to the ground. He snarls, and his jaws are just like. You hear as your eyes close, the thing that you hear is him cackling over you. Number 3. He's got it out for you, Elwyn.
Feldorn calls him a punk ass bitch.
Oh,
And
shit.
Abyssal.
Okay, Elwyn. You do anything?
No,
I
I
love how
can't.
it's a 2. Like a 2's gonna hit me.
Alright. Man, I gave him too much damage. He's not giving you guys friggin' exhaustion points because you're dying.
Which is great.
Damn it. Feldorn. Oh, he's gonna use his movement then to back off.
Oh, man. Ellen probably got a 6 scar, and these ladies are gonna love him now.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Did he back off? Like, does Hydron get an attack of opportunity?
He does not. Renly, you gotta roll on the lingering to injuries table.
Oh, yes.
Festering wounds.
Festering wound.
Okay.
Am I still restrained?
Yes.
And then you said it's part of my movement to try to unrestrain myself?
Yeah.
I'm assuming I'm still restrained.
You are still restrained.
Well, as my regular action, I'm is gonna chug one of these potions of superior healing I have.
Okay.
Yeah, let me make sure it's superior and not supreme. Nope, supreme. Sweet. Even better. A chug-a-lug.
Oh, you're not frightened anymore. The frightened is wore off.
Okay. And my rapier is gonna go ape shit again. And actually, as a bonus action, I'm gonna concentrate very hard on my hex and make the motherfucker have a chill run up his spine.
Okay.
I keep forgetting to hit the advantage button.
Just roll it again. Hit. Okay. Very good.
I'm whittling away.
Alright.
And that's all I got because I can't move.
Okay. At initiative 20, the grasping hands retreat into the ground. So let's see. Restrained is all gone from you guys. But instead the air becomes thick with the smell and the sound and the feeling of buzzing flies. Hundreds of them, thousands of them, tens of thousands of flies just enter the room, this cavern, thick, and they just clog everything. They're flying in your face. They're swarming all over. You can feel them landing on you and just everywhere. This nasty sound of buzzing flies. Very large, like horse flies. Alrighty.
Now, is this all in our heads and all psychic, or or is this like actually happening? Because if we're unconscious, what happens?
Oh, it's very real.
Okay.
Um,
Wait, so what happened?
flies are filling the air.
Plague of flies.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw, everybody. I can't make you do it because I forgot to code it into this thing. Renly succeeds.
14.
Feldorn succeeds.
No.
Alberic fails. Renly succeeds. Feldorn succeeds.
You know, it's
I'm
like
unconscious.
a DC 23 or some bullshit.
It is. Alright. You guys are under the effect of a slow spell.
Joke's on him.
As
I
the
still only have one attack.
Did I succeed or fail?
you failed.
Can I use my bardic inspiration that I haven't used for the last
Sure.
battle?
Sure. To try to beat it? Go for it.
Yeah. That was 112, I think.
Yeah, you need a 5 or higher.
Oh wait, we all have bardic inspiration, or just Euphemia?
No, just her, Deimos, and Alberic are the only ones left.
I never used mine.
Alright, Euphemia is not slowed.
Yay.
Okay, so that was... Deimos, you had your turn already, right?
No.
No? Whose turn just went? Who just went? Oh,
It's- I think
Feldorn
it's
just
my
went, so
turn.
it's Euphemia's turn. That's right, okay.
Puzzler got really big. Or American.
Okay, Euphemia's
Think
turn.
that
By
was-
the way, I forgot to write to roll on my disappearing spell that I have active. Past 2 turns.
Oh,
So, you know,
Is it concentration?
it's
No.
not.
Ooh.
so
Well, we can't go back and take that
Damn
back,
it.
so from now on you can roll it.
yeah, I just forgot. Oh, I can't do what I was gonna do. Never mind. Fuck.
What were you gonna do?
Oh no, so I'm trying to get up to 2 people, but it wouldn't work with what I was trying to do because it's rolled on their turn, on my turn. I was gonna use the song heal,
Okay.
but it's not gonna help. I have little things.
What you doing?
How would I'm gonna use the fog cloud from the
We're gonna put a fog cloud in the darkness.
well, it ain't gonna affect us, but maybe it'll affect him.
Him? Yeah, it could work.
Let's, maybe make him harder to hit us. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna cast fog cloud, basically on our group of dying people.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm gonna do my sword song, and then I'm gonna see if I disappear.
You need, oh yeah, you don't have to slow spell on you, and you do not disappear.
Damn.
Renly, death saving throw. You fail.
Yep. Done.
Alberic, your turn.
Can I see him?
You see the glowing, this faint glowing redness of his eye.
Cool. So with the slow spell, is my speed reduced at all, or is it just
Yes.
Okay, so what's my speed now, since I'm exhausted and slowed?
You can walk up to him. That's about it.
From where I am, I can get to him.
Yeah, it's halved and it's halved again, so
Uh,
you could probably get to here.
Wait, is fog cloud up? Because then we can't see anything.
You could see in the first place.
Fog cloud.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on the point within range. The sphere spreads around corners, heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed at least.
So technically, anybody inside the cloud can't see outside, and anybody outside the cloud can't see inside. And we can't see what's inside because it's heavily obscured.
Which is different than darkness.
Indeed.
It just means we literally can't see. Even I can't see because of the
You can
because
see.
of it. Nope, it's not
It's
magical.
magical.
It's not magical darkness though. It's literally you throwing a blanket over everybody's eyes.
Yeah, heavily obscured is different than darkness.
Well, it doesn't matter. We have like massive disadvantage anyways.
It does matter
Basic.
because if we can't see him, we can't move towards him. You could see his eye before.
Yeah, but
No, if I can't move, if I can't see where he is and move up to him, then bad
Okay,
idea.
a heavily obscured area such as darkness, opaque fog, or dense foliage blocks vision entirely. A creature in a heavily obscured area suffers from blinded condition. A heavily obscured area does not blind you, but you're effectively blinded when you try to see something obscured by it.
Yep. So
Alright, yeah, no one can see anything.
if it affects him, then it puts us at a more even range. 'Cause right now he's kicking our ass.
do you not see how much health he has left? We've been doing a number on him.
I
And
think
with
we're on a
Deimos-
countdown.
with
Once
Deimos
that shield
reviving-
stops, then we'll die.
Deimos
so we are on a countdown.
assures you that he is incredibly good looking.
Albric,
And with Deimos' regenerating health points every turn, everyone who dies that turn is basically coming back. So
okay, Albric. At some
hold it through
point,
my actually I'll go revive Elwin.
You can. I suggest holding your action. Deimos is going to try to get him up. I mean, then again, I could get knocked out. I don't know. It's up to you. You're an adult.
How many?
I think I got two
Uh,
more turns for my shield.
Yeah, 2 more turns left.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll hold my action until I won't move, and I'll hold my action until he's.
okay. As you end your turn, slashing spiral of daggers flies everywhere.
Whew.
Elwyn and Renly take another death save.
Indeed.
Hydron's turn.
Okay, Hydron is going to
Is Hydron
move.
still here?
Oh, does it go if I go down? I wasn't quite sure.
He's fine.
Alrighty. Okay, so Hydron is going to move and basically keep going until he hits Clovis.
Yep,
And
he's right there.
alrighty, and then he's going to try the deluge and see if that'll work.
Actually, Hydron's the only one that could see.
Hydron can see him. He's got blind sense.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that total fog cloud was like total cover or just obscurement in regular vision, so figured I'd be safe.
Blind sight sees through fog cloud, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
okay, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to actually, just melee.
Man, Hydron's doing all the work.
And
Alright, yeah, you crack him.
and 10 feet away, and that's about it. Done.
He's gonna resist the prone effect.
Okay, so then he would take half. It's a legendary save, so half damage. He gets back 29 damage. He takes back.
Wait,
Deals
is the
the 29.
damage before the save or part of the hit?
It's the damage is part of the whole effect.
Yeah, but he takes the
No,
damage.
no, the
and
DC is
then
only for the
it's-
prone part.
Yeah, so he takes the full damage.
Yeah, he's
Oh, okay. I get it. It's like a wolf.
crap.
Okay, done.
Yeah, okay, but
Don't
he gets,
rip yourself
pushed
off.
10 feet away. Alright. Deimos, your turn.
Wait, his hit points went back up.
Yeah, his daggers probably absorb health or
What?
something.
Wasn't he in the red before instead of the orange?
He's
I
a
don't
demigod
know.
guy.
I thought
Yeah,
he was in the red.
He was a little lower in the orange. He wasn't in the red yet.
Oh. But he was lower, right?
Yeah,
Than what he is right now.
yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Midas is healing him. Every
I didn't
time
touch
he
him.
makes despair.
I didn't touch him. Did it affect heal him? 49.
No, it didn't. It did just the damage. I'm not sure.
Whatevs.
Okay. Alright, Deimos' turn.
So Deimos is his shield's gonna go off. Renly, you can get 50. Elwyn, you can get 50. And you know what? Just because. Deimos. Yeah, let's see if Deimos is smart enough. Nope, Deimos is not smart enough. So he's gonna give himself 50 and Euphemia 50.
Okay.
That's not 400.
You have another 200
It's
left.
200. It's 4 times
Yeah,
50.
Oh, 50.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I wish. Not really. That'd be way too
So
broken.
Euphemia gets 50. Deimos, did you heal yourself?
Yep.
Okay. You have one more round of that.
Yep. And then Deimos, as his action, he is going to close his eyes and he is going to start praying to Tempest. And he's really praying to Tempest. He's like, hey, Tempest, that'll be a really cool thing if you give me some cool punching power. I wanna show you that like I can punch this guy off, his head off, and I'm gonna put it on your altar because you're a cool guy. And Deimos is going to try Divine Intervention.
Wait, you tried this already. You tried this, like,
Oh, I
last
did.
session,
I did.
yeah.
You're right. Sorry about that. Deimos is not going to do that.
hey,
Deimos is.
roll it just to see if you would have gotten it.
Yeah, I just want to see what I would have got. Damn.
Oh my god!
All right. You win some, you lose some. So instead, Deimos is going to be thinking that, but he's really just going to be like closing his eyes and he's waiting for something to touch him or come close to him, and he's just going to swing at it.
Okay. When your turn, Deimos healed you, and you find yourself lying on the ground, but suddenly awake.
Okay. Is the cloud still going on? So I can't see him.
Yes.
Drop the cloud.
I will cast.
Do a massive
This-
AoE spell.
I will cast Dispel Magic
I would.
on the fog cloud.
Why don't you just save your spell?
Yeah,
I'll
I'd
just
probably.
drop it.
I'd probably
God, don't be an
save it.
idiot.
Hopefully, she'll drop it next turn.
Well, if you can dispel it as a bonus action, it's worth it.
Oh yeah.
She could drop concentration on it anytime she wants.
That is true.
Oh, I thought it came from Clovis, not from.
No.
Yeah, from you.
That's
Well,
what
I wouldn't have known. I would have got up and not seen anything, so I would have dispelled that cloud.
Hell yeah. RP.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. Beginning of his turn.
Could have waited till after his turn. That would have been better.
Wheel
He just got up. He doesn't know any better.
Yeah, he didn't know any
of
better.
Fortune.
Poor Hydron.
Thank you, Hydron. Tempest thanks you.
Having learned his lesson, he's going to Misty Step. Wheel of Fortune. Mr. Feldorn.
That's within range of me. My whole held action goes off, right?
Yes. So Feldorn, this is for you.
Oh wait, I didn't even see the attack.
Oh. It came up from behind you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna try to use my armor of whatever to
Fuck
try and
yeah!
shield.
Oh.
Alright, go ahead and roll your d8s, Feldorn.
Did you see what I rolled?
I did.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Let me make sure you're... Alright, so Feldorn, you're fine. Go ahead and heal yourself for the appropriate amount. Let me just make sure your character sheet is still okay. Alright, you're good. Go ahead, Albric.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Suck
So
it.
many ones. Oi.
You get both of your attacks, or is it just that one?
Yeah, because
Attack action.
Second attack.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's why I take the attacks action.
cool.
I get 2. I don't get my spiked armor.
correct.
Okay, cool. That's like one thing I've actually wondered. I never actually knew how that worked in D&D.
All right. He's pretty pissed off. Feldorn, your turn.
Rapier comes back, and Rapier goes at him.
Ooh,
Damn.
ooh, the crits
Crit
are coming in
central.
for you guys today.
Oh,
What?
damn.
Holy cow!
That's right. Payback.
Okay, cool.
Fuck it. Why the fuck not?
Woohoo!
Damn disadvantage.
Okay, anything else?
Nope.
All
That's
right.
all I got.
End of your turn. The lair action. The grasping hands come back. Or the grasping little it's like skeletal, spectral hand and claws from the ground, reaching up, and you feel them just like grabbing at you, probing at you, tearing at your legs. Euphemia succeeds again. Okay. You guys who failed are restrained. Everyone except Euphemia. Euphemia, your turn.
So I can see him. I'm gonna walk over there. But it's an auto disadvantage, right?
Yes, because of the darkness.
Okay. The Alistair's blade. Gonna attack him. First one I get advantage on. That should at least make it a counter.
Miss. Roll again for the disadvantage. You good?
Would have been nice if she would have got a crit.
Or would have. Would have.
That's all I can do.
Alright, no bonus action?
Oh. Well, no, I had my bonus action.
Okay.
But,
Do you get a bonus action on your sword?
I'm not slowed.
Ooh, nice.
But I am not there
Forgot to
anymore.
make that save. What type of save is it?
For slow?
Yeah.
I think it's wisdom. Yeah, you're still slowed. Okay, Renly, your turn.
Trying to break the grapple, and nope, I do not break the grapple. I try to thorn whip him, and that's about it for me. And done.
Alright, you hear his voice just coming out, calling out through the darkness. Continuing his taunting of you. He says, "Little people think you're so important to come down here to my realm. I'm going to tear you apart and let the hellflies consume you and shit their maggots into your eye sockets."
Feldorn belches in his face.
Deimos is laughing. Not really, though. But he's thinking how cool his eyes are going to look around a necklace around his, like... Yeah, they'll be sweet eye necklaces.
The spiral, his legendary action spiral of blades comes flying out again. This time taking you down, Feldorn. Albrecht, you're up. And Renly, I believe.
Is down, yes.
Where is he? Can I see?
Yeah, he's right next to you.
Oh, he hasn't moved.
He has not moved.
Yeah, the attacking stuff, the stuff that I do.
Okay. Describe what you're doing.
I'm just swinging my great sword at him in all my rage and fury. Foaming at the mouth.
Okay. Are you slowed? You are slowed.
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
can't
you
take
don't
bonus
get-
action.
Okay, yeah. You can roll your bonus action here.
And I only get one
One attack, yeah. That's
attack,
it.
yeah. Okay, so, but I do get the spiked armor bonus action, right?
No, you don't get a bonus. You get either an action or a bonus on the slow effect.
Okay, that's fine. I'll still just do them. Oh, 2 more d6 for fire. I forgot.
Okay, roll it. 8 fire damage to him.
And then I make the save at the end of my turn
Yeah.
to get rid of slow. Okay. That's all I got then.
Wisdom saving throw. You fail.
You're extra slow.
Hydron's turn.
Alrighty, Hydron is going to move over 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. And let me
Can,
see.
because even though he's slowed.
And he is going to hit. Well, I'm trying to figure out, can he actually 20, this is half movement, so he will actually have 30 feet, so
Yeah, he's fine.
one more there. And he is going to do the deluge thingy and
Okay.
try to like smother him for just a little bit to buy a bit of time.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry, that would be the drown in sorrow, so let's do that.
Tell you what, I do
He's got
like
legendary
that high
actions
grind
to
guy.
succeed.
Alrighty, and I will make that into half. So that would be half done. And that's about it for him.
Okay. Deimos, your turn.
Oh, last one. Oh,
Oh!
all right. I guess Tempest is watching. That seems like a thing. So let's go heal people. I'll take 100. I'll give Feldorn 100. Shit, I'll give Elwyn 100. Hey, Renly, you want 100? Cool stuff.
I would like a 50 to split it with Hydron.
You whatever. Yeah. You get you know what? Here, actually, Renly, you can get a 50. I'll give Albrecht a 50, and I'll give Euphemia a 50.
Okay, you guys add your own.
Oh yeah. And he's just like, all right, guys, the juice is up.
You know you can make a healing macro for that.
Yeah, I'll make a macro for that. That will work pretty well. Deimos is going to, I guess, walk over here. Can I squeeze through here?
Sure, that's all your movement, though.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna squeeze through there.
Wait, are you restrained?
Oh fuck. Sorry.
Yeah, you're
I
restrained.
forgot.
Gotta make your strength check.
Oh, strength. Sorry.
9 plus. You made it. You're fine.
Okay.
You
Sorry.
break free from the grasping hands.
I'm gonna look at Feldorn. I'm gonna give him a thumbs up. Is it possible as my action if I grab his hand and stick it on his sword's hand and then try to plunge it into this guy?
So Feldorn's sword is the flaming sword. His legacy weapon is the thing that's floating around.
Oh shit! Which one was your fancy sword, Feldorn? That's the one, the fly sword. Is that the one you're gonna upgrade?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So.
So wait, hang on. I have to actually kill it with my packed weapon or with the rapier.
Yeah. So that's why that Deimos is gonna. You see this big smile on his face because you've just been talking about killing a nightmare, and Deimos is like, "This would be the coolest fucking thing ever." So you see as you wake up, you see this like beefy dude with a big smile on his face, and he like kind of picks you up just a little bit, enough to stick your hand on your rapier or call it over, whatever it is, And then I'm going to
I
kind
mean,
of
it is floating over your head, technically.
It's the
Or-
the purple thing next to you, Deimos. The floating
Alright,
sword.
then Damos will be like, hey, cool sword, dude. Cool if I grab you for a second as I try to grab it and plunge it into this guy.
What would your sword say to that, Feldorn?
I tell him it's like, I'm going to give
my
you some more
sword
blood.
would be my sword would be eager
Okay.
to plunge itself into a nightmare.
Okay.
I don't know what I would roll.
Just roll your attack. You miss.
Oh, is he? Okay, can I use my inspiration then?
Yes, you can. You still have
With
it.
that?
D12.
Yeah.
You need a 7 or higher. You miss.
No. Sorry. I tried. I tried to be cool. This is Deimos.
Elwin.
Okay. I will stand up. Oh no, I'm restrained.
There's clawed hands just like holding you down to the ground since you were lying down when they came up.
I don't want to kill it. I'll firebolt and soften them up a little bit for you.
Hit. Okay.
Deimos starts whispering in this guy's ear. He's just like, hey, we're just trying to soften you up.
That'll be my turn.
Alright, he says, "You're a fool to think you could kill me in my own realm."
We're not gonna kill you. We're just softening you up for a bad time.
Elwin. He misty steps next to you.
I can take it.
Whew.
Told you I could take it.
Roll. On a lingering injuries table.
I'll tell you what, though, this
Festering
is a
wound.
pretty sweet boss.
Man, and you
Yeah.
guys are rolling like the ones and the twos and shit. Also, what's that for? Concentration?
No, for you, the exhaustion
Yeah,
thing
okay, yeah.
that you
I
make
was,
me
I was
do.
gonna make you do it. You are exhausted more. Exhaustion 4. I think that's the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the last one before death, I think.
No,
No.
5 is death, but
Oh, 6 is death.
6
5
is
is
death.
0 movement. This one, your hit points are cut in half.
Yes. Hit
Oh,
points
then
cut.
No.
down.
Yes.
Yep. Hit point maximum halved. So Elwin, just remember your hit points right now. So you're at 128 normally. Write it down somewhere. Because your
No,
hit points go to
Elwin.
64, and you are unconscious. Feldorn, he comes teleporting next to you.
Doesn't matter.
Still a hit. Roll on the lingering injuries table. Damn it! Never lucky.
Oh, please tell me I succeed and don't get exhausted.
You are exhaustion 4. Your hit points
Oh, shit.
also cut in half. Remember your hit points right now, 129? Because you
Yep.
got into 64. Exhaustion number 4, and you are horribly scarred. Alright. Feldorn, on your turn, you must make a death saving throw. Succeed.
Hang
On
on,
his...
doesn't my rapier still get a turn?
Oh, it does!
Get it.
Ah, need to reroll that. It's not at
Yep,
disadvantage.
it's fine. Hit.
Well, please kill him.
He's close, he's not that close.
Guys realize that this is probably just like the first form.
Don't ruin this for us. It probably is.
Alright, initiative 20, the grasping hands come out, and they tickle you guys some more. Let's see who's all the restrained people.
Man, have you ever
Felder.
thought to like go into making video games and stuff like that?
Felder, you take a failure.
Make sick ass bosses.
Renly, you take a failure.
Alrighty, so 115.
Yep. Albrecht is fine. Hydron is
Here,
fine.
we
Dim
just
is
added
fine.
in
Yeah. Elwyn, you take a failure. You take a death save
10.
failed.
Okay.
Damus, you're okay because you broke with the restraint.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So
Euphemia.
at our own damage.
Yeah, you're fine though, Albrecht,
Oh, I'm fine.
because you're not restrained. All right, Euphemia, you're up.
So
You can see
Hold
him
on, you need to
from where you
kill
are. You can
him,
see him
right?
panting. His body, like his shoulder, looks broken from one of Albrecht's hits. One of his claws on his other hand is like shriveled up, and he's hunched over a little bit more than usual. But
If you're gonna kill him, go grab the floating rapier. Otherwise, just knock him unconscious.
The
Dude,
time
he's
when
not
the
even
party
critical.
said, "Go knock the demigod unconscious."
because I could technically cut his head off, and I haven't. I don't think
if
I
you have
can.
the balls to do
No,
this.
do not cut his head off with your own sword.
I have no choice. If I roll and that happens, and that happens.
Well, that's why you go grab the other sword.
Yeah, don't do it.
Just tell
Otherwise,
Deimos
you
how
got to do
great
this
he
whole
is.
thing over again.
Yeah, about that. Wish I had like something I could do.
Do what Euphemia would do.
You could plunge Feldorn's potion down his throat.
Or use.
But he's not
uh,
even awake.
No, Feldorn's unconscious.
But my sword has a mind of its own.
Use Feldorn at the battering ram and hit him with Feldorn.
I
Fel-
actually
Feldorn's
I'm gonna
unconscious.
pick up the Feldorn by the legs, and I'm gonna swing him like a sword.
So basically, you're gonna make me fail another death save.
Well, what
Got
if you
it.
cut him? Then you kill him.
Got it.
No,
My
no,
sword
the
has
rapier.
to
He's
Yeah, the rapier, not Feldorn.
he's
the
weak.
rapier.
He's not that weak. Euphemia. I mean,
I'm gonna. I'll shove a potion down his throat.
okay.
I'll steal one of Feldorn's potions, unless you don't have one. Do you have one?
I have a supreme healing potion.
Okay, I steal his supreme healing potion and I shove it down his throat.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Go, go.
There you go.
And yeah, that's all. I'm coming.
You disappear. All right. Renly.
Alrighty, I try to break free from this restrained condition thingy. Oh my god. Did I?
Sure.
Oh, I fly way up.
It's technically 23, but I'm having pity because you've been trying for so long.
And then I died, and then it disappeared, and I woke up, and it came back again. Yeah. But,
The ceiling is 30 feet above you.
I can only use half my movement, so I'd be at 25 anyway. So,
Okay.
I'm there, and I thorn whip him because he's resistant to it anyway, and I hope to, since he has to move upwards. Then if it hits, I'm hoping to prone him.
Okay.
Let's try that.
You miss.
Okay, done.
All right. Between your turns.
Oh yeah. You know what big meaty dudes do? They pick up other people's weapons and stab them with them.
You guys
Oh,
are-
that's what I'm doing.
you guys are full of crap. You guys are full of crap. Here it comes. His spiral blade attack.
Oh, I'm back down.
This one. Oops. Hold on a second here. Would anyone have succeeded? No one would have succeeded.
I did my max. I rolled a 20. I can't succeed the stupid thing.
I'm not there, so.
All right.
Rolled it
So,
on me.
so Euphemia gets hers back.
Like, was there a bardic or something somewhere? But I don't think I used any.
You should have two barks. There's one from the main guy that uses the natural 20.
Oh, that
Mine
that I
have one.
used, yeah. Oh,
He fills the room with like these spectral blades that just like fly out everywhere. It's really hard to dodge. But Euphemia is not there, so all right, Albrecht.
I'm going to grab the rapier and plunge it into the guy. Yeah.
Where are you plunging it?
Into Clovis's heart, I guess, or where I think his heart would be.
Roll an attack. Hit.
And
So-
it's what, 1d8 for the rapier?
Yeah,
Plus-
a rapier is a D8.
Yeah, I'll roll.
1d8 plus 12.
Well, wouldn't it be?
It's finesse.
1d8
isn't
plus
it?
12 plus it's a +3 weapon, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Or
so-
12 is plus. No, 12 includes the +3 for my greatsword anyway.
Okay, yeah, so 1d8 plus 12. Finesse can be either strength or dexterity.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
And then as soon as I'm done, I'm going to immediately let the weapon go, so that way, in case it doesn't die and it gets its own turn, I'm not holding on to it.
Okay, roll it. Feldorn, I think you're gonna roll it, right?
Yeah, I can roll it.
Oh, I did. Oh no, that's a take. Yeah, so roll the.
I rolled the damage. Fucking 1.
Okay.
This is where I need the perk Savage Attacker.
Alright, go ahead and make your wisdom save at the end of your turn, Albrecht. You are still slowed.
Yep.
Hydron's turn.
is
Hydron
going to
grab
try
the
to knock
sword?
him out. Hydron can't use weapons, so no.
Yeah, pretty much. Hydron hits him like a boss.
And tries to knock him out. I do not know if this works because he's trying
Describe
to
what
like,
Hydron does.
Hydron takes his body, lifts it up, and slams him against the ground, inches away from Feldorn, and then is like, trying to smother him, but also, like a little puppy, is trying to give him as an offering to Feldorn.
Okay. As you
And
do that,
tries to.
alright, so Hydron comes in and
Knock him
smashes him
down.
down with his massive fist, crunching down on top of Colvelix, also known as Clovis. You hear his body crack as it smashes into the stone floor. There's still the buzzing of flies that's all over the place, just in your face and stuff like that. But a lot of them have burnt off and kind of like moved away, so it's not quite as thick anymore. You still see the glimmering eye of Colvelix under there as he cackles and he laughs.
Okay, so something's off, but he's still awake or something. Damn. Okay. Well, yep, that's basically his turn, and he tries to make him prone. Does he legendary save out of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so then 2. Okay.
All right.
Well, he's used 3. There was one deluge blow, and then there's one drown in Saurus, and then there's the third one.
All right.
So
Deimos, your turn.
All right. Deimos will squeeze his way through as best as he can. Is he on the ground by any chance still?
No,
Or
he's
saved.
still standing right there.
All right. I look at him and he looks broken as shit, and I was like, man, I remember last time I was like that. And then I look around for this pointy object that he used to gouge my eyes
The
out.
sword flies into your hands.
And I was just like, oh, what are the odds? As I pick this sword up, which is right next to me. And I'm just like, I'm going to start that big red eye he has. I'm just gonna kind of try to grab him by the throat and just like jab the sword in there as I try to like pluck his eye out.
Okay. Roll the attack. You miss.
Ooh! I will use a War God blessing to turn my bonus action into an attack. 9 or higher, probably, guys. Deimos is not very happy about this.
Roll it. Oh, you hit. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
So yeah, I'm plunging it in there, and like as I'm doing this, I'm gonna give him a little kiss on the cheek, and I'm just like, oh, this sucks that you're on the other end of it, you son of a bitch. And Deimos just has the biggest smile on his face, and he's petting his cat, and Captain Fluffy Paws is purring, and I'm
roll
just
damage.
like prying his eye out. Is it just a D8?
I got it.
Please.
Because your strength is +7.
Yep. That's Deimos' turn.
So go ahead and roll that damage. There you go.
Yep.
Deimos. As you
That's
see
an
his
awesome
broken
fucking picture.
form, just snarling in your face, you can see him. You grab him by the throat and you hold him close, and he says, "You don't have the balls, you fucking piece of shit. Come on, try it."
I'm a dude that carries a cat around. I got balls for days.
Okay, and you shove the blade into his eye, his glowing red eye. And as it pierces into the eye socket, you hear this crystalline crack, and you hear him scream and snarl and shout and tremble as his body begins to vibrate, and you can see the bones snapping. You can hear his teeth rattling as they rattle so hard that they begin to fall apart and vibrate out of his mouth. His hair is flings out in every direction, and it begins to shrivel up and wither away and just descend and fall into dust. And his body basically just rattles itself into like just like broken pieces of bone and dried up flesh, and it gradually just vibrates itself to nothingness. And you see down to the ground just broken shards of small pieces of bone and tooth and skin and leather and just a shattered eye on the ground. Whew. Who's awake?
All
Is
right.
everyone dead? Is anyone dead?
Elwin.
Oh,
I guess since he's dead, his lair action disappears, so Feldorn would walk over there and pour a potion down Elwin's throat.
Yes.
I just don't know if the fight's over. That's why.
Let me hold on 1 second here. See if I can find it.
Well, are we out of initiative, or are we still on initiative?
Hold on 1 second. What did I do with that damn picture?
So if we're out of initiative, Elwin gets 8 points of healing from a
Okay.
potion. If we're still on initiative, that doesn't happen.
Here it is.
Uh-oh.
Give me 1 second, guys.
I don't know. If we want to give you 1 second.
well, you're going to give us a heart attack while we're.
Yeah, this is a bad idea.
Okay.
Anticipation is killing us.
Okay. As that happens, you guys see that happening. The flies disappear. The grasping hands around you all shrivel up and retract into the ground. Now, as the buzzing of the flies goes away, you can hear the howls and screams of basically hell through the rock walls all around you. Just like from deep in the distance, you hear snarling and screaming like tortured souls all around you. Feldorn, you stand up and you walk over to Elwin and you pour a potion down his throat. Elwin, you come back with whatever that is. Yeah, 56.
If we're disappearing, is it possible for Deimos to pick up a few trinkets off of this guy?
If it's still pure darkness, like magical darkness, or
It
does
is
that
still pure
disappear too?
darkness. This picture got screwed up. Huh. Does this look screwed up to you guys?
Oh,
Slightly.
no, I see it. Yeah.
Kind of does, but
You see all those
You can
weird
still
patterns behind
tell,
it?
yeah.
The weird patterns weren't supposed to be there. I'll try to fix the picture.
Yeah.
I mean, Elwin, can you dispel darkness or something with your staff, or?
Oh, is that the rapier now?
Feldorn, as you do that, you look down on the ground, and the rapier that Deimos had shoved into Clovis's eye is just, and it had gone all the way through Deimos and had like impaled itself in the ground. So your rapier is actually just standing in the ground, point down, shoved into the rock where you had let it go, Deimos. It begins. Feldorn, you pour this thing into Elwin's mouth, and you hear it before you see it. You hear your rapier laughing triumphantly, exultantly. He and you're the only one who can hear it. But it says in a proud voice, "I have done it. I have achieved that which was unachievable. I have slain that which could not be slain. Look on me, all you weak ones, and tremble at my glory." That's what your rapier is shouting out. Everyone else can't hear it.
Feldorn just cracks a smile.
All right.
And a very evil, wicked smile, but he cracks a smile.
All right. So now you look at it. Everyone, all of you guys see this rapier, this black, jagged rapier in the ground, glowing a dark purple, just emitting purple flame that you can actually see through the blackness.
Oh shit. Damus will pull out this piece of paper and look at its stats.
Or the new boss appears.
Holy
Did-
shit,
did-
it's a +5.
Did Clovis just get absorbed into the sword? I mean, what happened there?
What? Oh,
What the fuck?
Ooh, 2 extra attacks. Ooh.
21. Oh my goodness.
What the hell?
Oh, this is fan-fucking-tastic. Fan-fucking-tastic.
I am deleting the old sword from your inventory.
Every attack?
Don't even worry about it. Don't ask questions. Don't ask
question
questions.
it.
I'm not questioning it, but every attack.
I'm adding this one to your inventory.
It is beautiful. Do you know how dead we are going to be with the next boss? Like, it'll be TPK immediately
Oh.
unless Feldhorn gets a hit.
So the sword.
I start searching the room for my legacy spiked armor.
So the sword has you know how it normally has 2 attacks in its turn, now has 3 attacks because it has 2 extra attacks whenever it takes its action, and it gains a parallel spectral form. So as you wave it around, Felder, you're holding it now, you can see like this double image just over it, and it's not completely visible, but it's just like this double image shadow just kind of like over it. And this is its spectral form that actually exists on astral form that exists on the astral plane. And whenever it strikes, the astral version of the sword, the parallel version, also attacks with it. And whenever the sword hits, it does that extra damage.
Gross.
Hey, twins.
While this is happening, I'll have Hydron like sweep the area and absorb anything that's on the floor, and we can check it out later.
Okay. So who's searching?
I'm searching for my legacy spiked
I'm
armor
picking up
that's
trinkets.
obviously in this room.
Yeah. Hydron's just gonna be like, yeah, swallow, anything that's like loose and moving about.
Roll them investigation checks if
Damn
whoever's
it.
looking.
Anything that looks
Well,
like
I
it'd be
wanna
really
search,
cool on armor.
I want to search where Clovis died because he looks spiky, so there might be something there.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, exhaustion.
Yes.
Deimos
So what
shit.
cool things can I put on my armor now?
I thought a better one than you, Deimos.
You
Don't
find
even worry about it.
You find a small black 10-sided stone on the ground, amidst the little chunks of rock and broken bone and tooth, and the kind of just lying where he was.
Oh, that's a pretty cool item. That's a really cool item.
Okay.
That's kind of epic, guys. It's a sweet
Does it regain charges or
It does not. It does not.
Yeah,
regain
but that's
charges.
like a ace in the hole.
All right. Okay, I'm kind of sad none of you lost a foot or a hand. I kind of
I'm
really
not
am.
gonna lie, I really wanted to get scarred the fuck up.
I was really hoping he would cut off like with someone's arm or something like that. But you
That would've
guys
been
have
pretty cool.
slain Clovis, horror incarnate. You are currently though inside in the abyss, and who knows where, you guys certainly have no idea where. You can hear the horror and screams around you because what you do know about the Abyss is that there are many layers and many planes and many realms within the Abyss, and there are different lords and demons all over throughout. It's this insane area. Fortunately for you, you seem to be within this small zone that was Clovis's, and there is at least as of right now, there's no one else around. It's basically the Clovis's zone is basically the size of this room.
Guys, if you give me like a little bit, I can get us back.
Oh, really? Ooh.
Plane walk.
So, is there
Or plane
any...
shift.
Can,
Whatever
can,
it's called.
when Deimos is looking at like this like shattered eye thing, does it seem like it's still super demonic and all that type of crap?
Is broken broken pieces of glass on the ground.
Stealing some of it. Trinkets.
Nope, don't touch it.
Trinkets.
Says the guy who ate
Feldorn.
the lotus.
Deimos will
Feldorn
wear
smacks
his
your
dead
hand.
enemies.
Hey, would you rather have me giving it to the guy and let him still
True.
kill all your people?
Well,
So
yeah,
you
I
shut
mean, you
your
would have
mouth.
been exhausted, right?
Nope, that didn't take effect till afterwards. And we don't know what it would have done to him.
Yeah.
Don't touch that glass.
So just so you
unless-
guys know, that was exactly what you need to do. The only way to kill him was by breaking his eye.
Oh,
So.
nice.
Deimos just thought it
But
was
the,
the biggest
the
and
weapon
brightest
wouldn't
thing
have
there.
unlocked unless it was the weapon, right?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Somebody's fan is blowing into the mic.
That would be me. My bad. So do I find my legendary spiked armor?
You do not.
Actually,
This is
that
your
spiked
penalty for
armor?
re-rolling a character in the middle of a campaign.
Actually, wait a second here. Let me give it to you.
Making me rewrite the whole freaking story.
Ah,
I totally get that.
Oh no, I totally. I'm accepting it with I'm taking my medicine because I really like this character a lot. So I'll be asking about it, but I'm not going to be complaining that I don't have it yet.
That's fine. You'll find it eventually.
Feldorn thinks we need to go find Kildrak.
ha!
After a nice 3-month vacation, because
Yo,
fuck the
yeah.
rest of the world.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I'm still taking up some trinkets off this guy.
Okay.
For sure, Z's.
All right. You find some shards of his broken eye. Some small pieces of glass and crystal.
I mean, do you really want to keep that?
Dude, I'm gonna wear him. Because I killed him, kinda.
Alright, when he comes back and kills us all, I'm haunting you. In Tempest's domain, I'm gonna stab you.
All right. So the effects that are on you guys are still there. Feldorn, you have a scar. Euphemia, you have broken ribs. Renly, you have an infected, festering wound.
Oh, so the potion doesn't actually cure it or anything.
Oh, it did. You
Damn
took a potion.
Yeah, I did. I mentioned it up above.
All right, fine. That goes away because that was a minor one.
Does a potion help the broken ribs?
It'll take a while.
Deimos looks at, like,
Or a
at
regeneration
Elwyn,
spell.
and he's like, holy shit, dude. You
Yeah, I
look
have-
like a fucking badass.
Yeah, I have like a scar going down my left, like all the way from the left side of my forehead all the way down to my jaw.
Holy shit, dude. Oh, Renly, stay away. I don't want you to fall in love.
I can't see anything. Damn it!
I pull out some tequila from the bag of cooling.
All right. What are you guys doing?
Praying. You should be praying to Tempest, and Elwyn, you should be resting until you can cast teleportation.
Yeah, I'll pray to Tempest.
I don't think we can teleport out of here, but I have plane shift or plane walk.
Well, whatever you need to do.
I'm just gonna use up the last 4 of the things on the staff of the Magi. Just cast whatever.
Just casting something. Okay.
Yeah, because if I roll a 20, no, then I get some of the charges back.
Okay.
Yeah, Deimos is gonna pray to Tempest as he wanders around this room, kicking
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
Fine.
We,
Take a
we
nap
have a
then.
scroll of gate in our inventory. I'm looking at it right now.
Well,
Is
that
something
sounds like
we
the
use?
logical thing to do. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
What type of party do you think we are?
Never
I
mind.
kind of look into the party bag of holding, and I look at this scroll, and I look at the scroll. I look at Elwyn. I look back at the scroll,
I look back at Elwin and I just hand him this scroll.
But I thought Gate was to summon.
No, that's my like a level 9 spell for shit.
Look, just cast the damn spell and let's get the fuck out of here.
Wait, where's it at? Oh, scroll gate.
Yeah.
Why has nobody
Legendary.
taken? Why has nobody taken time stop?
I can't use
okay.
it.
Yeah, I'll cast it.
Yeah, I can cast it too. Whichever one of us wants to do it.
I
You're
handed it to
probably
Elwin,
significantly
I'm,
better, Elwin. Yeah.
Super exhausted though, but I can cast like 9th level spell, so I don't have to roll shit.
I will give you guidance since I guess this is a disadvantage.
Wait,
You have +1.
I don't think I can cast it though.
Yeah, you can. It's in
Oh.
the sorcerer spell list.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I can
Deimos
cast
will
it.
roll a die and tell them to
This is the
attack.
gate spell right
Elwin.
here.
Okay, I'm casting it, and before I cast it though, where do you guys want to go? Do you want me to go back to?
Ospium? No.
A big town.
No, I'd say
Yeah,
Lots of
town.
healers.
I'd say back where we were at.
Yeah, no, we have to.
Oh yeah, we had to clean
see
up
about
Mistra.
Mistra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mistra was dying.
Mistra.
Oh yeah.
You know
Yeah,
that
because
god
we still
thing?
gotta
Yeah.
deal with the
That
actual
thing?
god
We
itself,
can't
the goddess.
No
really
big
do
deal,
about that.
guys, or anything like that.
I want to gate like to the top of the spire where we were at.
Okay.
Ugh.
All right. So describe
Do you
how
think
it
a
works.
potion of healing will?
Describe what it
get
looks
her?
like.
I'm gonna grab the scroll, study it a little bit, and then start speaking the arcane words. I'm gonna create like 5 little balls of flame, and they all start igniting in a big circle, and then they come together and open up the portal. And on the other side of the portal, you can see the top of the spire where we were fighting just a few seconds ago, and I motion everybody to step through because we only got 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay.
A blazing, fiery portal opens up, it snaps into life in front of Elwin. The gate scroll is consumed. It burns up in the flames, and you guys can see the top of the spire in front of you. As you guys step through, you find yourself atop the I have too many pictures. I need to clear out my my list again and start over. Atop the silver spire. And as you walk out, you look around and you realize that there are dozens of people standing around up there. You recognize some of them. You see Liam. You see Ava. You see Telephos.
Is he looking healthier?
He is. And high up in the sky, of course, you see Mistra. As you guys just like walk through this flaming portal, there's gasps and a couple of cries. Like I said, there's dozens of people. There's other instructors. There's students all around, and that just standing everywhere. They
I kind of just look at the sky and I say as a general thing, anyone got any ideas?
Liam will walk forward and says, "There you are," he says. "Where have you been? We have not heard from you for days."
Wait, what?
Yeah, you get used to that when you're fucking killing Clovis. What?
They don't know who Clovis is.
Who?
Oh, the horseman dude.
Nightmare. We killed a nightmare.
Yeah, that guy.
The guy that poisoned Meester.
He says,
I
"Ah,
assure him.
you
I
slew
assure
him. Are you certain of this?"
I think so.
"Alas, then there is no one to ask about how to repair the damage that has been done."
Oh yeah.
Feldorn, kind of a little tired, still maybe a little smart, asks his rapier, kind of thinking maybe the rapier absorbs some knowledge from Clovis. He goes, "Hey, yo, sword. Is there anything we could do to fix hot lady upstairs?"
You hear the sword laughing. He says, Feldorn. You must learn to appreciate death when it comes. 'Tis a beautiful thing, a natural thing.
But
Feldorn
if magic
cuts the
dies with Mithra, does your Reaper die? Rapier?
that Feldorn relays that information. He's like, if magic dies, you die too, and you just killed the unkillable. Do you really want to die?
He says, Of course not, he says. But I am not tied to the weave. If Mistra falls, so be it. Liam walks over to you, Feldorn, and he says, Who are you talking to? You're just standing there moving your mouth. Are you
He
okay?
wouldn't know because this was all a mental conversation. I'm not that exhausted that I would be talking out loud.
Alright, well you guys look like shit. I mean, you're all torn up, you got blood flowing out of you. The guys with internal damage, you're seeping blood everywhere. You guys are exhausted, you're covered in like ash and fire and dead flies.
I'm already
And all
sleeping
these-
on the ground.
And all
Like,
these
right
people
there.
are just
As soon as I
questioning us,
stepped
and
out
they're
of
not
the
trying to
portal.
heal us.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
isn't Liam like a powerful ass cleric who could probably heal us with a 9th level mass heal and then slap a couple greater restorations on those of us who are
He could.
exhausted?
He could.
He's an ass.
But he
But-
says, but he's
Mistra.
he's talking about Mistra. He says, "You have come at the final hour. Our goddess is passing. Here we have been standing vigil for 4 days.
Is that
After you
that-
disappeared, we reopened the barrier, scaled to the heights of the tower. We found Headmaster Aaron in a mindless state, and we know that the goddess is passing. We are here to offer our gifts, our prayers, as she goes."
Out of curiosity, is that energy beam still flying up to Mistra?
It is not.
What did y'all discover about the changes to the construct? Is there any way to reverse it? Did anyone have any info?
We have tried everything. Our prayers, our magics, all of our knowledge, the combined intellect of this world. But it is too late.
Can someone take her place?
They look around at each other and say,
There's a lot of gods out there that were human once.
"To say such a thing," he says, "is blasphemous.
Watch
Only
it.
the gods
Don't really
know."
care.
Deimos, you're climbing up.
Yeah, while they're talking, Deimos is climbing
I mean,
up.
you can't climb to it. I mean, it's just floating in the air 300 feet above you.
Deimos tells some initiates to make him fucking float.
That same girl that you knocked all her books from her hands earlier. She you hear her screech.
Hermione.
It's just she's okay. And she cobbles together the spell real quick and she casts fly on you.
Alright, Deimos is just gonna head up that way while they're all talking.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Feldorn reaches into the deepest, darkest reaches of his mind to that voice that's been haunting him in his dreams. And it says, "If you save Mistra, I will be your way into this world."
Okay. Anyone else? What's everyone else doing?
don't know.
Killjack pulls out some eclipse glasses, puts them on, and watches Mistra.
Yeah, I figured that you could I was just gonna punch the crystal open.
I
Pretty illustrate.
do try to ask Liam, like, since he has talked to Lathander before, what is Lathander's response over the past couple of days when he tried, his Intervention, divinely.
Wait, you said past couple of days?
Yeah, that's what I'm very confused with.
Kill her. No.
I mean,
It's
for
only
us, it
been-
might have been 24 hours,
Yeah.
but for
I'm
them,
just
it's
joking, I'm just
been.
joking.
Yeah.
So,
It's been, what? Probably 5 days since Liam did his last divine intervention.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's not reset yet. So he
So can I
hasn't
come-
talked to Lathander since he didn't demonstrate it for Deimos.
oh, damn. Okay, yeah.
Deimos
well,
is
he could
just
have
gonna fly
talked
up
to
there
Lathander, but he doesn't have any divine intervention powers.
Okay.
and try
so,
to use divine talking to talk to her, like as he like tries to touch the crystal or whatever, and try not to get blown up.
Okay, so we'll start with Euphemia. Euphemia, you're praying. What are you saying? What are you doing as you do this?
I'm gonna try to. Well. I'm gonna pray to Illustrator and tell her that Mystra is passing in the mortal realm. If there's anything that the gods can do to save the weave.
Make a religion check.
Am I supposed to have disadvantage?
You're still exhausted.
Oh, okay.
No response. Feldorn, your turn. What are you doing?
I'm reaching into the deep, dark reaches of my mind where that voice has been haunting me and telling it if it saves Meester, I'll be its way into this world.
Make a wisdom check. You feel a sharp stab of pain in your mind. Um, just overwhelming, like a sudden migraine just comes over you. You lose. It's so intense that you gasp and you lose your breath and you drop down to your knees. And it's everything you can do to keep yourself from falling over completely. Your hands just shoot down to the ground, and they're trembling as they're holding you up on your knees and your hands. The sharp stabbing pain just burns in your mind, and you hear this voice echo through. It says, "I don't need your treatises. You are mine, and I will have my way with you yet." You take 20 points of psychic damage. Renly, what
How
were you
many?
doing? 20. I added it already.
I am going to see if there's anyone available who can dispel magic on House Master or Headmaster Aaron, and see whether he had the hindsight to cast Clone on Mystra or something. I don't know. Like, so that if she dies, she's not perma-dead.
I don't know if that works on guys.
They have Headmaster Aaron all the way at the base of the spire, in one of the infirmaries, and they've decided. They recognize a feeble mind spell, but they've decided to keep him there in that state for now, so they can
Okay.
monitor him for a while.
Okay.
Okay, Albrecht, what are you doing?
Pulling out solar eclipse glasses and just watching the show.
Okay, Elwyn, are you here? Elwyn's not back yet. Deimos,
I just got back.
are you doing anything?
I was.
He's rolling a new character.
No.
Alright, alright.
Just there.
Okay,
I had
Deimos,
no idea what happened.
as you ascend towards Mystra, flying up there, whatever your intentions were, as you get closer and closer to her, you're struck more and more with awe approaching her. This is the first time you have encountered the actual presence of a god. Everything else you've seen before has been some kind of diluted version, either an illusion or a projection or an aspect or something like that. Here you are in the presence of Mistra herself, weakened, dying, and frail as she is right now. Any thoughts that you had before are just kind of get washed away, and you're awed as you rise higher and higher up to her. As you come close, now you're just floating a few feet away from the crystal. You're looking in, and you see her glowing eyes, her trembling face, what seems like streams of tears coming down the side of her face. You're just caught. You're just mesmerized by her presence.
Okay.
Down on the ground, you guys all see this happening. You see Deimos floating up there. What do you do?
So she's bigger. She's bigger than a human, right?
Slightly.
Slightly. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do I see like any
Like
like
9
I
foot.
know being half iffy healer? Do I see like any like gashes or like where she could have been injured?
In her physical form?
Yeah.
Yes. There's struck deep into her chest. You see a festering black wound just torn open.
Deimos is gonna try to go into the crystal.
You can't.
He can't.
No, you
Okay.
can't. It's a solid crystal.
Deimos. Well, any of the stuff I took from Clovis's main form is like it reacting any type of different way
No, it's not.
around this. Okay.
About how high up are they?
300 feet above the platform that you guys are on. So you guys are standing right here on this platform. Deimos is 300 feet up here next to the crystal.
All right. Well, I guess like I don't know. I'd stick like my like fist and shield against the crystal, and like is this festering wound is it like inside of her, or is it like something that can kind of get pushed away, or
It's in her physical form itself. She's in the crystal is fairly large, so she's at the core of it. So you're looking at her from where you are. She's like 30 or 40 feet away from you, as you're looking through the crystal at her. As soon as you touch the crystal, though, a spark kind of flashes where you contact it, and you feel a presence just flush through your hand to your mind. Very weak. You hear a soft voice. Deimos. I hear
What's
you.
up, bro?
I can feel your presence. I am dying. My time in this world is not much longer. She says, if I die, the one who is poised to catch the threads of the weave will destroy all that there is. This must not happen. Please. I cannot hold on much longer. Please.
Please, what?
Someone must take up the threads of the weave. Someone must be bound to it.
Tell folks, get your sorry ass up here, you son of a bitch. You got 2 seconds. You got 1 second now. You got like half a second. Get the fuck up here, you son of a bitch.
You're shouting that down?
Yeah.
Feldorn would go with that one.
Alright, so you guys are going up there? What's everyone else doing?
Flying up. I'll give Telephos a ride if he can't get up.
On a quick side note, was this the original way for Deimos to unlock his legacy weapon, sacrificing himself in this way?
I didn't care how he sacrificed himself. I just needed it to be in some kind of substantial way.
Because I was about to say, Delos, if your legacy weapon wasn't unlocked, I would sacrifice yourself totally. Then you become the master of the weave, and you have an unlocked.
Whoa,
weapon.
whoa, 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 whoa. So what you're saying is Deimos can become the master of... Hey, guys. I'm got it up here. Stay down there. Deimos like, I will become the god now.
Nope, too late.
Nope, trust me. Deimos will use his deceptive god powers. Gotcha.
Nope.
I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm still yelling at Telephos.
All right, who's flying up? Everybody? Is anyone not
Nope.
flying up?
Me.
Dimension door up there with Feldor.
Okay. Euphemia and Renly?
I'm flying up and taking teleports with me on the broom if he can't get up.
Euphemia?
Oops. Yeah, I'll fly there.
At this
Okay.
point, I pulled out a blanket, and I'm just laying back watching.
Okay. Renly, Telephos is not responsive to you.
Oh my
He's
god.
observing. He's watching. But as you fly up, you mention something to him, and he glances at you. And he and Ava lift off on their own, and they start flying up alongside you.
Okay, I'll take Liam.
Okay. Liam says, "To approach the goddess." He says, "Well," you can see he feels uncomfortable with it. He's like,
Liam, it's our final moments. Come on.
We've already killed 2 demigods. What's one more god?
he says,
But not really. But yeah, kinda.
Mistra herself. Very well. And he'll fly up with you, Renly.
Alrighty.
Okay. You guys all arrive encircling, or next to the crystal itself. Telephos and Ava join you. Ava says, "You've called us up here. What are you doing? What is your intention?"
Get Telephos' sorry ass inside that crystal. Or something like that, because someone's got to be the next god.
I'll touch the crystal.
Okay. You feel a similar spark just kind of run up your hand. It's not uncomfortable, but it's mildly disorienting. The goddess fills your consciousness, and she says, "Elwyn, master of the arcane, I am glad you are here." Do you say anything?
I am in awe, but I'm knowing that she can read my thoughts. I will say, whatever is needed from me, take it.
She says, "You are strong, Elwyn, but you are not strong enough. The fates have called you elsewhere. Your destiny is entwined down another road, and the weave would tear you asunder. Please, one must replace me before all is lost. He is close. He stands ready to take the weave from me. When I pass, there is not much time. Please, all will be lost."
Can I roll an exhausted insight to see if I can figure out who she means?
Sure.
While he's doing that, Feldorn puts his hands on the crystal.
Okay. Similar. This time, since you are a warlock, you do use the weave, and your power is arcane in nature. And in fact, most power, except for the divine, stems in some way from the weave itself. So it feels different to you, Feldorn. This one feels a little bit even intoxicating as her presence fills you up. and dominates your mind. It pushes away even the clouds of darkness and of anger that normally haunt your thinking. All those dissipate in the presence of this goddess. You see yourself floating there, pure, undefiled, just the very essence of who you are. And all that's there is in your mind, in your mind's eye, is you and the goddess herself. Feldorn, you have come to me, Dark One. What would you ask?
Feldorn's father having been a wizard, Feldorn would say, I ask only that you survive, or that the weave survives. Magic has always been a part of my life, and I would love to have it continue to be a part of my life. If you must, take my life and let it sustain you just a bit longer.
The power you wield, while formidable, would be lost at no gain. My time is up, the fates have declared it. But he is there. He sees this happening. He says,
Then
she says,
Feldorn says, let me take your place.
She says, child, the weave would consume you, and he would dominate you. Orcus stands ready to supplant me when I pass. This must
Look around for all the
not happen.
men, all the male people that are up here, and I'm gonna fly over and push them towards the crystal.
I just
Quit
grab,
dawdling. Touch the crystal. You don't
I
have
just
much
grab
time.
Teleforce and throw him in there. Smack
Ava-
his head against it.
Ava and Telephos have not touched the crystal yet, nor has Liam. She says, what is happening? Can you hear her? What does she say?
She says, give me all three of your hands. As I throw all fucking three of them to touch
Actually,
the crystal.
Feldorn just holds out his hand for Ava to touch his hand, and has this like extremely pleading, sad look on his face.
She reaches out and she touches your hand.
As she does, I move her hand so it's touching the crystal.
And looking at her, she's a little bit surprised, but as she contacts it, her eyes widen and she gasps. And she begins, and you can see her eyes begin to tear up a little bit. And she looks at Telephos. She says, Master, he says, hear her plight. Telephos nods and reaches over and places his palm against the crystal as well. You see him bow his head and take a deep breath and hold it, closing his eyes in concentration. As he raises his eyes moments later, he looks at Ava and he has his head and shakes his head side to side gently. Ava says, Telephos sees and understands as well. He says, Mistra needs someone to take her place, but it must be someone of great power. And even Telephos, my master, is not strong enough.
Feldorn's eyes like spring open wide, and he looks at Deimos and he's like, we need your niece here now.
I ask Telfos if he can speak Fear-Cotton in case he has Fear-Cotton can figure out who the hell might be the
Has
one.
Liam touched the crystal? Let's
Not
make
yet.
him touch it.
Nope.
Did you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be her as well.
Give Robin touch it.
Hey!
Liam comes around. Robin is he's down on the ground level. He's not even up here. Liam,
Well,
floating
I
up there
mean-
next to you, says, "I have seen into her mind as you have." He says, "It appears the situation is dire. She has, my best guess, less than an hour of strength left. And it seems that the dark god Orcus, well, demon god, whatever he is, allied, subservient to Asmodeus, no doubt, is poised, ready to take her place, to seize the threads of control of the weave from her once she passes. She fears this greatly."
Feldorn tells Telethos, what was this girl's name in Ospium?
Akelia?
Acalia.
Yeah. Tells Telethos to see if he can go get Acalia.
No.
At that, Telephos is gonna his eyes harden as he looks at you. He just looks at you sharply. Ava says, "Telephos has not seen her in years." He looks back. He says, "And he would not want to sacrifice Akelia."
Tell her it's not a sacrifice. She's getting a promotion. Shut the fuck up. Get her. Yeah, she dumped you. Shut the fuck up.
Feldorn, again, looks extremely pleadingly, and he says, give her at least the option to choose.
Damo starts writing on that piece of paper that he got to totally screw her Kildrak and says, "Dicks aside, get the fuck over to Ospium. We need you right now on top of the tower."
She is an
point.
Ospium.
Sign it, because
Nah,
Kildrak
Ospium.
is still talking to her in Dwarvish on that.
Kildrak no longer exists.
Yeah, we
Were you
switched
gonna
over
say
to
on
him.
Facebook?
She might catch on after this one, but yeah, we're
Okay.
trying. We're trying.
Like you
everything.
guys realize when you're drawing the dicks on there, I'm seeing those as well.
No, you're
That's
not.
No,
the
you're
way.
not.
It's
Not the way
No, no,
that's
no,
the way
no.
the paper
Works.
was in charge of.
They had it changed specifically so you couldn't see it.
oh okay. Well,
Yeah.
still the point is I'm saying sign it, otherwise, because I'm still talking to her on it.
Yeah,
I've never stopped.
I'll
I've
I'll
always
put-
been talking to her in Dwarvish.
I'll put. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna sign it.
Alright, what are you guys doing?
I will request Telephos to at least communicate with Sir Kotanen, because if anyone might know, at least he might.
Okay.
Who might actually be able to take her place.
Okay.
Yeah, I tell him to get her over here.
So you're saying Telephos to go get Akelia?
Yeah, I say, I don't know how this works, and I hold on to him, and I was like, you would take me with you, but we're gonna get Akelia, and you're already shutting the fuck up, and we're gonna get her, and we're gonna come back here, okay?
Alright. Telephos looks at you, and you can sense in this powerful man, in this one that you've never seen anything but strength, confidence, and self-assuredness. All of a sudden, you see his eyes, and his eyes they fill with doubt and even fear.
Hey, dude, I'll talk you the fuck up. No big deal.
Ava says that Telephos is he's never and at that point Sir Kotinin just appears next to you guys, riding on a floating rocking chair.
Golden old man, yes!
Hey, ho, Renly. The devil's going on here. Would you like some
I'm
tea?
dying. We need a replacement. Figure this out.
I brought some tea. A particularly
That'll help.
fragrant brand of herbs. What, dying, you say? Of course she's dying. Can't you see? I'm not blind.
Who could take her place? But yes, I would have some tea.
Take her place. Why? He says, normally, as has been happening in the most dire situations, when a god dies, one of his most powerful angels can take the reins of his portfolio for a short time. We have seen that happening. Alas, it is the case for many parts of our world. But Mistra has no angels. She has no power other than her followers on Earth or on the material plane. Not one to be haughty, she never created around herself her own domain within the heavens. Also, this tea is divine.
Yes, I would like some. Yes, yes.
Very good. Okay, he says, pouring you a cup.
But who is the most powerful follower then? I mean,
What?
who is Mistra's most powerful follower?
Damned if I know.
Damn it.
Throw him in the crystal.
Yeah, just tell him, ask him to touch it.
Dan was just chucking people in the crystal.
He said he wants to touch the crystal. Why would I touch this crystal? My tea is quite tasty.
Dude, this tea is like gonna get
Give her a cup if it's
so
not
much
divine.
better.
Oh, a cup for the goddess. Of course. She would appreciate it. And as he reaches over to touch his cup to the crystal, he stops as it makes contact, and he gasps. He says, "It must be." He looks around. He says, "Mistra was once a young girl who loved her family, loved to play, but also loved the things of the arcane. And as she grew in years, she tampered a bit beyond her means. She got lost in the astral realm, and it was only a companion that appeared to her and guided her back. But the things she learned and the things she saw, the things she was able to do, so ingratiated her to the weave that she eventually rose to the heights where she is now."
Feldorn again pleads with Telethos and says, "Look, we're tapped out because we just killed a demon. Go get Akelia now."
Telephos. And Telephos looks at Kotinin. And you can tell there's a lot of respect. Kotinin was his instructor, his own teacher, years ago. Kotinin says, "Telephos, I know that it will pain you, but it must be done." Telephos nods. Later, Deimos. Catch you next time.
Yep, see ya. I appreciate it. It was a great game. Just post a video so I catch it when I miss. This is a pretty great story. I wish I could stay.
Alright.
Thanks again.
Okay, later. Telephos nods.
User disconnected from your channel.
And he looks around briefly. Ava says, "Does anyone want to travel with us?"
I guess Feldorn would.
Okay. Anyone else?
Renly
Where?
shrugs. Might as well.
To Ospium.
Yeah.
Renly, Feldorn, Euphemia.
Me too.
Alright. Elwin. Albrecht, are you coming?
Alberic's downstairs being a punk ass bitch.
I don't fly, and dwarves aren't meant to fly, so I'm good, man.
Actually, Feldorn drops a pigeon bomb on him.
Telephos.
Check with disadvantage. See if you hit.
Telephos opens his hands up, floating in the air there. He just opens them up broadly, one hand resting at each side. You see him close his eyes, and he speaks a single word, a whisper. But his voice fills the air around you. like a thunderclap and a whisper at the same time. He says, Hekelia. And you guys all vanish. Hundreds of miles away, you guys move to Ospium itself. Appearing there within the capital city, bustling with life and activity, you find yourselves standing now in a courtyard right outside the palace. So it's what, the 6, 7, 8 of you. All the 6 of you, or the 5 of you, plus Telephos and Ava, just standing there. Telephos looks around and Ava gasps. She says, "The city's beautiful."
We have no time for this. Come on.
Very well. Where to?
I don't know.
Where are we?
You guys are in Ospium,
No, but
I
where do
look
we
towards
land?
Telephos.
right there where the blue circle is.
And then, isn't that the palace?
Yeah, you're in the courtyard outside the palace.
Feldorn walks up to the door and bangs on the door.
Okay. The guard at the top says, "Who goes there?"
Feldorn, the killer of the Dark Lich.
Telephos!
He says, "I don't know, Telephos, but Feldon, sir, we acknowledge you. Come."
No, we're not coming in. Can you please ask Kalia to come downstairs? Tell her it's of the utmost importance. The life of the weave is is coming towards an end.
Absolutely, sir. He gestures over, and a young boy runs up to him, and he whispers to him. The kid goes scampering off. Okay.
Well, Telephos, how big was this argument you had with her?
Telephos.
Feldorn looks at Renly and says, "Quiet. We don't have time for this."
He closes his eyes and he shakes his head.
Fine, I see as I sip my tea.
Okay. 5 minutes later, there's a shimmer in the light of day next to you, and they're standing there in a beautiful, simple gown, emerald in color, woven with floral type stitching. A golden crown resting on her head is the princess.
Feldorn says, "I don't have time to explain, but can you teleport us back to the top of the tower, and Mistrala? Mistra needs your help. She's dying."
Kelia, as soon as she arrives, she looks and she says, "Feldon, I..." She gasps when she sees Telephos standing there, and the two of them make eye contact for a brief, lingering moment, and then Telephos kind of like breaks a glance and looks away. And Kelia says, "Why? Of course." She says, "Telephos." She looks around. She says, Of course. Feldorn, to Mistrala, all the way to Mistrala.
Please.
I will do my best." She says, "Telephos."
He looks at Feldorn would look at Telephos and say, "Help now."
"Telephos, would you aid me? It's been a while." Telephos looks up, returning her gaze, making eye contact with her again, very hesitantly, nods his head, and he reaches out his hand and touches hers, her extended hand as well. In the briefest moment, with both of them looking at each other, and there's a flash of light as you all are carried away.
I guess we would appear back where we were at before.
At the top of the silver spire, floating in the sky, you guys rematerialize.
During
Albert
the
fell asleep
flash.
from exhaustion.
Okay.
During the
Kotinin,
flash, I do say, I see why you're still in love with her.
Feldorn gives Renly a threatening look.
There's a flash, we can't see anything.
Kotinin says, "Hold up!" As you guys reappear, he kind of like startles a little bit and spills tea all over his robe. He says, "That was bloody fast." He says, "Didn't even get to finish my cup." He says, "You could have been more considerate."
Feldorn gives him a threatening look.
He says, "You are an angry one, you are." And he just goes back to his cup.
And then asks very politely of Akalia, please touch the crystal.
Akelia is transfixed. She doesn't even hear you. As she's gazing deep into the amber crystal in front of her. Her heart is beating fast. Her face is flushed. She's staring into the hardest heart of this crystal.
Feldorn walks up behind her and bumps her into it.
She reaches out and she says, "It's Mistra herself. She's dying." And she touches, as her hand just you come in and like a brief bump, and her hand just contacts the crystal. She would have been very hesitant otherwise. Her eyes just kind of close, and her head bows down. And she says, and as she opens them, her face is streaming tears. She says, "It's terrible. No, Mistra is dying. Mistra." She said, "I couldn't. I'm not strong enough. Please." She looks around. She says, "I could never. I'm just a girl. Is this why you
Feldorn.
brought me here?"
Feldorn looks at her and tells her, you may be just a girl, but you're the strongest user of arcane magics ever to have graced this world. Many of the instructors here have said so. I've witnessed it with my own eyes. You're strong enough to handle all this. You can do it." And he gives her the buddy Jesus.
Her hands are trembling now. And she looks around. She says, I don't know." She says, "Renly, what do you think?"
Do you honestly believe you're not strong enough? I look into her eyes. Or, what did Mistress say to you?
She asked me to come closer. She asked me to replace her.
If Mistress judged you worthy, then you are.
She said, "I don't know. I could never."
Feldorn kind of smiles and taking things a little serious, he says, "We thought we couldn't take on the whatever Azek, but yet we tried, and we succeeded. We thought we couldn't take on Clovis, and yet we tried, and we succeeded. You're a lot stronger than we are, at least when it comes to the arcane. I'm pretty sure you would succeed far more than anyone else here would."
He's right. You can do it.
Euphemia, Auntie. She says, I would never be able to. I would be so different. Even if I were to survive, even if I were able to do this incredible task. She said, it would change so much.
But you would not be alone, I say, and I nudge my face towards Telephos.
She says, I would not be a person anymore.
You can be anything you want to be.
Do you think I should do this, Auntie?
If she is judged worthy. It might be our best hope.
She looks over at you, Elwyn. She says, Elwyn.
If I had the choice, I would sacrifice myself for magic. Magic is my life, and I have felt your power when we cast that wish spell together. I have no doubt in my mind that you would be a great goddess of magic.
She's crying. Her tears are flowing all around. She says, "My," she says, "please say goodbye to my mother and my brother for me." She says, "And Telephos, I'm sorry. My friends," she says, "my family, you all. Thank you. I will feel your strength in this realm and in the next, wherever this road leads." She returns to the crystal and faces it, and she says, "Goddess Mistra, I am ready. Show me the way." And she floats forward to the crystal. And as she comes into contact with it, you can see her hands reach out first, and they're solid. They touch the crystal itself, but then she looks at them and she says, "Ah, I understand. That's a simple trick." And her hands pass into the crystal itself, and she floats forward. She pulls her hands are in. She's like, it's like when you dip your hands in like cold water, and she pulls them out again. She looks at them, and she looks at the crystal, and she takes a full step into the crystal itself, and you see her floating up slowly towards Mistra, and darkness and light swirl together around the two of them, and to everyone outside, it obscures your vision slightly because of the energy and the swirls and the power beginning to radiate. The crystal begins to become hot to the touch. You can tell it's beginning to vibrate a little. A slight hum of power starts to flow through the air, and as the swirls part a little bit, you guys look in there, and the blinding brightness at the core of this crystal is like looking into the sun itself, as the light just flares up. But holding a hand in front of your face and just squinting your eyes, you just glimpse in, and you think you see what looks like two young ladies facing one another, hands intertwined, eyes locked on each other. You see their lips moving slightly as if they were talking, but just floating in the air. One wearing a green emerald dress, the other clothed in blackness and smoke. But in this moment, they are almost one, as their hands are intertwined, their eyes made contact, and in the middle of this light, they blend in and out of each other in your vision, looking like one person, then two people, then one person, then two people. The light radiates hotter and hotter, blinding, and it's beginning to push you all back. The heat, it becomes too intense. Kotinin drops his cup and he says, "Fucking shit!" He says, "Let's get out of here!" And Ava comes rushing over, and she grabs him by the arm. She says, "Seer, come quickly!" Telephos whispers a word, and like this halo of air forms between you guys and the crystal itself, as you guys are all being pushed backwards by the intense searing heat. Telephos just gestures, and this bubble of air that he's created around you guys begins to pull everyone away and starts drifting quickly back down to the surface of the spire. As you guys start landing, Albrecht, you're down there, and there's gasps and shocks and screams from the people all around you. Some of the magic users are just falling down to their knees, just in awe and in fear, just as this crystal is just blinding light. It's it's the middle of the day, but it's equally as bright as the sun. You guys look up and there's like two stars in the sky, one the sun and one this crystal. When all is said and done, your eyes, you guys, it becomes too bright for your eyes. You close them, and you hear that hum of power has grown into a roar, a thunderous roar. And minutes later, it fades. You guys look around, your vision kind of eventually coming back, and there's people lying on the ground. There's a few people just on their knees. Albrecht, you're still standing there, just like your jaw just slack open, as just not really understanding what you just experienced. Up above you, the crystal is clear. It is like a diamond now, and it is empty.
Killjack's gonna ask Albrecht, sorry, is gonna ask where the nearest bed is and go to sleep for 8 days.
Feldorn's gonna piss on him.
What else are we supposed to do? It's long rest time. I want to get rid
Actually-
of my exhaustion.
Feldorn says you
Coldinent
gotta
didn't
jump off
work.
the edge.
Do I feel the weave any different?
It's just roll an arcane check.
Feldorn now has a god he believes in.
Elwyn, you think maybe something feels off, something feels different. But while you're tuning in and while you're trying to figure out what's been going on, you look up, and in the center of the dais in front of you, this platform in front of you, you see a person just standing there, small in frame. You look and you recognize an elven girl, and you can tell that she's not really a physical form. She's more like a spirit, just sitting there, just standing there in the middle of the platform. You recognize something like it at the very edge of your memory, something long, long ago that you saw in a book somewhere, or a story, or something like that. She at the back of your mind as a nagging memory. She seems familiar to you, and she says, you hear a voice say, "It is done. Thank you all for being faithful." She says, "I don't know where my road leads next, but I'm sure it will be a grand adventure." And she turns, she walks up into the air, and she's floating, she's walking upward, off into the sky, and you guys swear you see a golden owl appear and land on her shoulder, and she looks back at
Shoot
you
it
all,
off.
a smile on her face, as she walks off into the distance, fading
I
away.
call out, "Wait, take some tea!" I may hand my cup away, or I fly over and pass her my cup.
Feldorn gives Renly another threatening look.
It's tea.
An extremely threatening look.
Okay.
So threatening that his eyes turn black.
The people around are speechless. Liam is standing there near you guys, and he is just in awe. He says, "It has been done. I have never thought it possible. I've never heard or even read of anything like this being possible." He says, "But it seems it has been done." I know not what this means for us or for the weave. But things are stable. And this will take much study. But we are all here. There must have been some success in our efforts. Okay.
And with that, Feldorn kind of teeters back and forth and drops to the floor asleep due to exhaustion in both game and real life.
Ava is standing behind you. She catches you. She says, "You're exhausted. Come. You all must rest. Quickly." And people come in to help you guys all as a couple of you are collapsing down to the ground.
Yeah,
Keep him company. He might get out of bed and leave.
Okay.
Feldorn wakes up to give Renly another threatening.
All right. So you guys are in Mistrala right now. You're not exactly sure what's happened, but something incredible has taken place. You are exhausted. Exhaustion only removes itself one level per long rest. Some of you have lingering damage. Some of you have wounds and all sorts of crazy stuff going on. So it'll probably be several days. We'll pick up next week, kind of right here. All right, you guys are in Mistrala and you're just beginning to recuperate and try to understand what's just happened.
XP?
Next week?
Oh, so we don't
Or
level up?
next week.
What?
We no level up?
Oh yes, 19, level 19.
Okay.
Renly, you stay the same.
Indeed.
Okay.
Since mine is just an ability gain, I'm gonna increase my dexterity. Can I just do that now?
Yeah, go for it.
I
Yeah,
will have to think about mine.
Mine is just an ability gain, too.
All right. Well, level 19, guys. It's taken long enough. It's been months.
Yeah.
But I actually have to think about if I'm going to do the ability gain or if I'm going to take another feat.
That's what I need to think about too.
Congrats on the new sword, Feldorn.
Oh, it is going to be so much fun.
Quick question for you, Titus.
Yep.
Actually, mine does depend. This might be a little bit metagaming, but how many? Will you let us get feats after level 20?
Probably.
Probably
Yeah,
at
sure,
some
you're
point in
gonna-
our leveling.
Are you going to use the epic character thing, or...
No, it's not strong enough.
What?
It's too slow. It's too weak. You see your sword?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a look
imagine
at
the
where you guys
foes.
are going.
Imagine the foes.
I can't imagine what the third level of that sword is going to be.
Yep.
Okay, so there will be chances to gain feats at more levels after 20.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain by the time you guys are past 20, the power level gained from feats and stuff like that is going to be pretty insignificant compared to what you guys are going to be doing.
Okay, well, I just at some point in time, if I can't take another feat, I will take the Savage Attacker. If I can't take like more than one feat after 20, I'll increase my dexterity now, and then get the moderately armored one so I can increase my AC. But
Alright, yeah, up to you. You gotta figure it out. I can't guarantee that you'll be able to take feats like normal, though.
normal.
Like you're doing now. Feldorn, you have in your mind this lingering fear. Your encounter with this dark thing inside you, Ryle awakened it just now. You guys are gonna. You guys are
Feldorn
having.
spent the stint in the abyss from his original background story. I don't think a voice in his head would scare him.
All right. Well, you guys are having a showdown next week, and we'll see what
Oh
happens there.
boy.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I actually have to change some of my invocations, so I'll level up next week.
All right. Okay, everybody. Think about your new characters. Let me know if you have any questions or your level up characters. And if there's anything, unless there's anything else, I'll see you guys next week. Hope you enjoyed it.
See you next week.
That
Thanks.
was fun. See you next week.
You.
Bye.
See ya.
Thanks for an awesome game.
Yeah. Thank you.